What are the real secrets to success? The actual way to be successful. I started posting content on TikTok like last week, so I've been there like a little over a week now, and it's been great. It's been great, you guys. I've been amazed at how well it's going. But there's a few ideas of how to be successful, how to level up, how to be that girl, how to be all of these amazing things that I see on there. And it's like these ideas don't seem real, they don't seem practicable, and there's no evidence to show that they actually work. One thing that I hear a lot on there is that the Lulu is the Solulu. In other words, delusion is the solution. In other words, if you believe it, then you can achieve it. And all of these variations of the same thing, more or less. And even though that's a very interesting, positive thing to say, and I love me a positive affirmation, and I love seeing all these amazing things, the truth is that when it comes to being successful, the Lulu is not the Solulu. Look at all the people that we find successful in our world today, from Beyonce to Oprah to Barack Obama to Jeff Bezos to even here on YouTube, Ali Abdal, Casey Neistat, all those people that we call Peter McKinnon, here in Nigeria, Africa, Wode Maya, all those people that we call successful. There are a few things that they have in common, a few things that I see that they've done or that they're doing that I feel is the key to success more than all this advice that random teenagers give on TikTok. I don't know about you, but I rather take success tips or success lessons from those people more than some random 21-year-old or 18-year-old rich girl on TikTok. No offense. If you see my face on my content for the very first time, hey, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Sky, and over here I talk all things minimalist lifestyle, productivity, and a few creative stuff here and there. So if you like the vibe, if you like the simple, chill, minimal vibe that we have going on here, please, you're welcome to subscribe and welcome to hang out. I'll be happy to have you here on the channel. Among all these people that I've called, they seem to be clear on who they are and what their goals are. We know Beyonce is about her music. We know Oprah is about the media. We know Jeff Bezos is about e-commerce. We know Elon Musk is about internet and space travel. We're very clear on who these people are and what they are about. We know clearly what they're doing. And they seem to be so clear and single focused when it comes to their goals, which is why I think the first secret of success or the first of success or become successful is very clear on what your goals are. What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? What are you trying to be? I spoke about writing down our goals and what we wanted to do for the year for 2024, but this also carries across our life in general. What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? What are you trying to do? This doesn't mean that life will not do what you do. Sometimes your goals might evolve or even change down the line. It happens. It's all right. But being clear on what your goals are, being clear on who you are, what your talents are, what your gifts are, what you're trying to do, where you're trying to go is one way for you to become successful. I saw a documentary some years ago about Beyonce. I think it was when she was doing Super Bowl or when she was doing Black is King. I'm not sure which is which, but I saw how many hours she spends practicing and rehearsing before every tour. Apparently, she spends the most time practicing and getting ready, even more than members of her crew. She's very particular about rehearsing and preparing, and she spends months and months and spends all of this money making sure she and her team, they are ready for whatever show she puts out. But that kind of tells me that hard work is one secret to success. I know now people just kind of, act as if there are shortcuts and you could go viral and blow up and, get fast-tracked in quotes. But for the most part, people that are successful will tell you about how much hard work they put into their craft and their businesses. Even here on YouTube, anybody who's successful, look at Jackie Aina, Tayo Aina, Ali Abda, all the people that we find to be very successful, they'll tell you how many hours they spend in their craft, bettering their craft, becoming better at making videos, editing, research, all of these amazing things. But you need to work hard. That's just the honest truth. There's no shortcut to success. I come from a certain background where I'm exposed to people who are predominantly traders and people who are in business and entrepreneurs. And you can see many of them, they get into their work and they work hard at what they're doing on their businesses for many, many years. They spend hours. They spend literally all their working hours, their days, their weeks, and their months is spent working their ass over their craft, over their businesses, and that's how they become successful. If you're coming from an underprivileged background or you're currently underprivileged, then please don't take this advice on the internet. Just be aware that you need to work very, very hard at whatever you lay your hands on. You need to put in the hours, you need to put in the work, you need to just work. When it comes to personal relationships with our friends, our families, both romantic or otherwise, you can admit that the ones that appear to be happy and successful, they'll tell you how much hard hard work they've put in, how much hard work they put in every single day, being intentional about their people, about their partners, about their family and friends. It's a lot of hard work. If you've been a good friend or been a partner or a wife or a mom or whatever, you can tell how much hard work it is to be good at it or successful at it. So don't let anybody deceive you. It's hard work. Success is a lot of hard work. When I hear Chimamanda or Okonjo-Iweala or Obama, when I hear them speak, it occurs to me that they're very educated. They seem to be very enlightened and they know their onions. They know what they're talking about when it comes to their work and their area of expertise, which is why I think that another secret to success is to become educated in your field. Become educated. Know as much as you can. Gain as much knowledge as you can when it comes to, whatever you're putting your hands on. If you're a doctor, be a great doctor. If you're in school, read your books. If you're a photographer like I am, make sure you're good at it. Understand the craft, the techniques, understand what you're doing and be very educated. Go to school if you can. If you are a underprivileged kid or come from a not so rich or affluent background, then I always say going to school and getting educated is one way for you to guarantee success. It's one of the ways for you to guarantee that you're going to live where you're coming from and, elevate or increase your status in life. People will say, oh, school is scam. Oh, you're wasting your time in college. That's not true. College is not scam. School is not scam. Education is not scam. That's one way for you to become successful. So take your schooling seriously. Take your education seriously. Take information and enlightenment very seriously. That's how you become successful. This next one is hard. It's hard for all of us, including myself. And that's to have vision and foresight. I say vision because even though we might be clear on what we want to achieve and, we are clear on what we're trying to do in the future, having foresight is one thing I've seen that people who are successful seem to have. The people who made money in crypto back in the day, people who made a killing when it came to crypto, they were the ones that kind of foresaw that was going to be a big thing. And I regret not, investing at the time because I kind of heard about it much, much earlier, but I just didn't understand what it was. I didn't pick up enough interest to, read about it and see what they were talking about. And, obviously I lost out or I missed out on that boom. For every stage in history, from the computer age to the industrial age, the people who kind of had foresight, who were the first to go into an area, an uncharted area, they were the ones that found success. So if there's anything we're doing on the internet, even as we're going about our day-to-day and trying to, be better, try and understand what's going on, how the world is moving. Some videos ago, I spoke about understanding how money moves, getting financial literacy being a goal for me for this year. And that's the same thing. I want to understand how money moves. I want to understand how people who are successful, who are rich, how they do it. How do they know that these investments are going to pay off? How do they know that this is the way to go? This is a product to launch. There are entrepreneurs who kind of bring out products and, it becomes this whole big thing. People in marketing, for example, take the Stanley Cup craze, for example. Nobody knows or nobody knew that was going to be a thing. Stanley Cup has been existing for a very long time. But how did the company know to do all of these marketing moves? How do they know what to do? So having foresight and having vision is a key component to being successful. If there's one thing you take away from this video, and I've said this before in previous videos, and this is I have a real life testimony, and that's myself in my personal life and also in my work life. And that's to be consistent. Doing something or doing the right thing over and over and over again consistently, not only does it make you better at that thing, you become an expert at it, but it also kind of increases your chances of being successful at it. I mentioned Barack Obama, being a lawmaker or, being in governance for almost 2 decades before he became president. He did not become president from nowhere. Same with Trump. It might seem like Trump came from nowhere and became the US president, but no, Trump has been doing work. He has been gaining an audience and he has been in the media for a very long time before he ran for office, which is why he won. Practically everybody that we know that they're successful, they've been at what they're doing for at least over a decade, and that seems like a long time, but the time will pass regardless. So if you're wasting time thinking of, okay, when will I become successful, when will I become rich, and you're wasting your time, the time will pass regardless. So start now, start being consistent, pick up all these habits from people that are successful, and with time, who knows, you might just end up being one of the biggest deals that we've ever heard of in your field. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are regarding this topic of the Lulu versus actual hard work when it comes to being successful. If you have other success tips that I want to share with the class that resonates with you, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to hear from you and also respond there. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Watch my other videos, of course, and subscribe in case you haven't. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.